Mm. Um, I've been in a creative rut lately. It's just like I don't know. I've been job for this is gonna be really personal right here. At least this part. I've been job hunting for a minute, and even though I have credentials, seems like no one is hiring, and that's weird for me. Um, luckily I have a support system to help me, so when I get on my feet, I can help it back. So I thank God for that. I really do, because without that, I'd be somewhere else. But anyway, I wanted to talk about Jordyn Woods finally finding finding out her blackness. Now, a lot of people when they look at it, they kind of look at it as confusing because you're black all your life. If you're black all your life, you should already know it's there, or or things like that. It's like you're born black. You already like sometimes you shouldn't have to find black. It's already there, and this is where I disagree with people. Excuse me. Let me tell y'all something. Well, when you're kids, like you really just feel like you're a kid. You don't really your wokeness don't really happen until something happens to you in a racelet. Sometimes it doesn't really happen until you're in your 21. You're in your 20s, like with Jordyn Woods and all that other stuff. Maybe some people happen with the teenagers, and maybe some people a little earlier, especially. But let me tell y'all something, because a lot of people think what she's saying is bullshit, or she's just trying to bullshit. There's nothing, to me, there's nothing wrong with what she said. It's because, one, she's been living this rich and privileged life that most black people don't live. All right? That's for one thing. Two, her godfather is Will Smith. And her best friend is Jaden Smith. And that's another thing. Like, if anybody knows how Jaden Smith acts, Jaden Smith doesn't act like a regular black kid. He acts like he's like an alien, or he's a free human being. I don't think he ever, I don't want to say he never personifies himself as black, but he personifies himself as a human. Like, we're all human. We all one being. That's how, if you ever seen Jaden Smith, that's how he acts and all that other stuff. So, to him, life is life. So, she could be, and they grew up together. So, she's been influenced by that. So, also, you know who Jaden Smith's friend was? Kylie Jenner. Which leads to another point. She's been Kylie Jenner's best friend for like the longest. So you have that rich privileged life with Jada Smith and Kylie Jenner, your best friends and all that other stuff. You're going to places that most black people don't even leave their fucking state, let alone their city. She's done traveled the world. You could tell she's multi-traveled with best friends, and she probably got friends of all colors and all races and all that other stuff. So she probably never really experienced the blackness. The shit that happened with Tristan Thompson, it probably opened her eyes. It's like, oh my God. This is like, oh my God. This is probably what the struggle of most black people. I think she always knew she was black, but she was probably, then again, it was different. It's much like, okay, if anybody ever watched Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Carlton Banks is like she's the female Carlton Banks. Let's just say that. When you ever seen Carlton Banks in the earlier seasons, it's like he was a privileged black kid that hung around white people and all that stuff. Like, his father had a good job and all that stuff. The first time they went driving, he got arrested just for being black. He didn't understand that, and Will was trying to tell him. They didn't. It was like, maybe we did something wrong. Maybe we did something. And Will was like, no, they arrested us because we're black. That was his Negro wake up call. Now they kind of like played it like, the older he got, the more mature of his. I don't want to say he got more of his black side, but he was still preppy, he's white, he still loved Macaulay Culkin was still his favorite idol and all that other stuff. But the second time Colton had to defend his blackness was, everybody knows this, when he wanted to join a fraternity, and the fraternity was not letting him in because he was privileged and white, and he was just like, and he had to defend his blackness then too. It's like, just because we fighting, and he said it, just because we're coming through don't mean we're fighting the same fight. So, like, from him getting arrested to that scene right there when he was talking about fighting the same fight, that's him realizing his blackness. And he even had to confront him. Just because I don't walk like you and I don't talk like you doesn't mean that I'm not black. Like, he had to set that guy straight, which made everybody turn on him. It was like, yo, you a real dick for that. Because if y'all remember, Carlton was doing everything in that episode just to join it, because he really wanted to join that fraternity. And he was doing everything. And, like, Will was going to get in regardless. But Carlton, even though he worked that hard, and it was just like, they wasn't going to let him in. So to me, that's what Jordyn Woods is just experiencing. Like, her fucking with Tristan Thompson, and then probably people, like, even though there was people defending Jordyn Woods and all that stuff, especially black women, because, black women don't like the Kardashians, especially when the Kardashians taking the black men. But even though they was defending her, there was people probably called her a hoe, a home wrecker, and all that other stuff. She was been bad mouthing names, and that shit just kind of threw her off. Either she did or didn't do that shit. That shit probably like just took her to aloof, and then that was probably where she got a Negro wake up call. The Negro wake up call is really, really something. It's the thing is, like, if you grew up in the hood, your Negro wake up call hits you really early. And I'll be honest, mine didn't really hit. Even though I always knew I was black, I would say it all the time, I'm black and I'm proud and all that other stuff. My Negro wake up call really didn't hit till I was in the Navy. And those are the years when I was like 20 to 25. And my Negro wake up call was, and then like, it really woken up. Like, I don't want to say it was pro-black, but there was some things in the Navy that was like, wow. Like, it's really like that. And it has nothing to do with the Navy, really. It was just shit that was going on. But, like, when Barack... Matter of fact, it was one of the... And this has nothing to do, because some of them are still my friends. People not liking Obama because they're black. Because he was black. There was a lot of that. And I had to defend... I remember defending Obama to the T because people just didn't like Obama. Now... Don't mix politics. I don't care if they don't like Obama or not. But it was just, that was one of the things that kind of threw me off. Learning your history, too. Like, once you learn your history and your hidden colors, I feel like hidden colors is a lot of other people's wake-up call. My super duper wake-up call was Eric Garner. Him getting choked out. That shit fucked me up. And I was older then, but I was pissed. Like, as soon as I was able to buy an I Can't Breathe hoodie, I wore that shit around white people all the fucking time. Now, don't get me wrong, some of them said nice hoodie and all that other shit. And I gave my little sister that hoodie now because it don't fit me. But other than that, I was wearing that. Wherever you saw me, I was wearing a hoodie. Because that shit, I didn't want people to forget about the Eric Garner shit. Because that shit really hit me. The Trayvon Martin thing was, I think that was most people's Negro wake-up call too. But so, in conclusion, I don't want people judging Jordyn Woods because she just found her Negro wake-up call. As Paul Mooney was saying, some people get theirs real early. Some people get there late. Just be glad they got theirs and they understand. Alright, let me know what y'all think. I could be wrong. Until then, my name is Oskino Fly. I hope some of y'all got your wake up call. If y'all like listen to this, tell me when you got your Negro wake up call.
Until then, my name is Oskino Fly, and I'm out. Peace.